Podcast. It's Thursday, July 31st.
Last day of the month. Day before Guardians of the Galaxy.
Wait, that's not our theme
That's
song.
the Sanford and Son theme song.
Oh, yeah. What is today?
Today is July 31st. It's Thursday. And it's
oh my god, it's pop culture! That's right. It is totally some pop culture. What is pop culture?
We actually got a bunch of stuff to cover today.
I'm confused. What is pop... Tell us, what is pop
Well,
culture?
pop culture is basically anything that is in TV, movies, music, or things that is popular in culture.
It is all things that you love, basically. That is what pop culture is.
Pretty much. We just didn't have another place to put all this stuff, and we still wanted to talk about it.
Like Community Season 6?
Is coming. The Darkest Timeline is over.
So obviously,
Kind of.
we've already mentioned that it's coming. That's not the news
We
part.
got a rumor for you.
It's Comic-Con. Well,
SDCC.
it's over by the time you watch this show.
Yeah, pretty much.
But Mr. Harmon, he had a little teaser for us.
Which is, we might be getting an awesome Christmas present.
They're going to start production in the fall. Mm-hmm. We're getting 13 episodes, and you'll probably get it around Christmas time.
Yes!
Now, they're not going to go all at once. We're not Netflixing House of Cards this thing.
Nope, you're going to get them weekly, I assume.
One a week for 13 weeks, starting in around the middle of December.
And middle of December would be great, because since it's an online institution who's publishing it, they don't have to worry about the rest of the stuff going on, which is,
exactly.
guess what happens in December? Almost every show takes a break.
Huge break.
Huge
break.
break.
Oh, Thanksgiving? Yeah, we'll see it Valentine's Day. Have a nice
Yeah,
one.
pretty much.
So,
and that's how it goes down, and that would be a great launching position.
Absolutely great. Absolutely. It's absolutely a great place to be. No,
all right, so with that said, who's getting fired this week?
Someone's getting terminated.
Somebody over at Lionsgate or somebody who's a friend of a friend, blah, 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 is going to get fired.
So there's this movie.
It's called The Expendables 3.
And it looks funny.
It's kind of a big deal.
I like Expendables. I like Expendables 2.
I didn't like the first one.
Oh, I did.
Loved the second one. And now everyone else on the internet can tell me how the third one was.
Because you've probably already seen it.
Because it is leaked online from a screener
that doesn't
copy.
even come out till like August 15th.
August 25th, I believe.
Oh my god, it's even worse.
And here's the big thing.
DVD quality, by the way.
It's 720p.
Yeah.
So it's technically...
This is a massive leak. And these do happen from time to time.
It had over 40,000 seaters within its first 2 hours.
Which doesn't surprise me.
That is the biggest number for BitTorrent right now that has ever been.
Doesn't surprise me.
And it had more consecutive downloads in the first 24 hours than the original last big huge leak, which was Wolverine Origins, which was an unfinished copy of that movie in the first place. Yeah. This is a finished, done,
credits and all, people.
Everything.
This is it.
So
yeah, somebody's getting terminated.
Somebody's in trouble. Now the real question here is: do you think this will hurt the movie, or do you think this will better the movie?
I don't think this will hurt the movie because for the most part, and I've always said this about piracy. Mm-hmm. For the most part, the people who do steal that are probably not going to go see it.
They weren't going to see the movie anyway. Yeah.
So no, I don't necessarily believe it's going to hurt the distribution of the movie when it hits theaters.
But I think if it's a very good movie, you'll have a lot of free press and buzz.
Some hype, and yes.
Apparently that's already the hype wheel's already turning on that one. They're saying it's the best one. Yeah.
And I don't doubt that it's the best one. Looking at the cast, I mean, I love Kelsey Grammer.
Kelsey Grammer's in it. Yeah.
You know, Mel Gibson's crazy as hell, so why wouldn't we want Mel Gibson in it? And he's the bad guy.
I
mean, come on.
So I think that even a lot of people who do watch it, who would normally go see something in theaters, will still go see it in theaters because they'll want the experience.
Some people might. And I think Expendables, because even though it's a comedy, and I don't tend to see comedies in theaters, it's a blow 'em up, shoot 'em up comedy.
And I want the sound clarity.
I want
for that.
explosions in an RPX theater. I'm just saying, because it's RPX, y'all.
And I'm just saying, I need it on big screen so I can see all
What's RPX? You need to go to an IMAX RPX theater. Because seriously,
pretty much, if you don't have a Regal around you, though, you're screwed. Because that's a Regal thing. Yeah, sorry. What is it? The other chain that's not Regal. It's up north. It is starts with an A, and I can't remember the name of it at all. You have no clue what I'm talking about. Anyways, okay, move on to the next story.
Speaking of cinemas, though, do you know what's coming to the theater? Do you know what's coming to the theater?
Yeah, it's Doctor Who.
Yes. Yay. So Doctor Who, which is launching in like less than a month. Episode 1. You're going to go see it in the theater, in select theaters. Check, I assume, even though it's
select theaters, it'll be where you are.
It'll most likely be where you are. It's not been released where yet, but I assume this will be a Fathom event, even though they've not said that it will. So I would keep your eye on Fathom Events. Oh, you don't know what Fathom Events is?
You probably don't have a Regal near you. No, I'm just kidding. That's so bad. I'm really picking today.
Yeah, you do need to check out Fathom Events. But I'm excited. I know you're not probably going to see it in the theater.
I'm not going to see it in theater. I'm gonna go to Green's Tavern where we'll be at next week filming.
I'm going to see this movie in the theater.
And I understand.
Because it's Doctor Who, and anytime I get an excuse to go to the theater to see Doctor. I mean, I went just last month. You went to that one too with the whole David Tennant thing. Although I didn't go back to see Birds.
I didn't either.
Or Wings.
I didn't want anything to do with that. I think it was Wings.
I didn't go back and see it, so I skipped that one. But that was good. It was nice seeing that.
All right. So one thing that I did want to talk about was since it is SDCC's.
You sure you don't see Doctor Who? Sorry.
I don't want to go see it in theaters. So it's SDCC weekend today. Actually, when we're filming this, is on the 26th,
San Diego Comic-Con.
We just launched. They just launched the news that Batman vs Superman teaser trailer.
Oh yeah, for all you a-holes that are at San Diego Comic-Con, you're only a-holes because I'm not with you.
Yeah, because I'm not there.
You got to see Kevin Smith's teaser for Tusk, which
will be on the internet soon.
Yeah, it'll be on by
the time
you see this show, it'll be on the internet. Everyone that I've talked to that's seen this, it's creepy as hell, y'all. Justin Long apparently is as creepy with a mustache as he can possibly be.
But the big thing about the Batman vs Superman, apparently it opens with Batman in the armored. He's basically in like an Iron Man-esque Batman suit, which is straight up from the comics of World's Greatest, World's Finest.
We could kind of see that's where it was going with some of the sad Batman.
Well, you see his Iron Man-esque stuff. He flicks on a switch. It turns out it's the bat signal. It shows up in the air. Yeah. The bat signals are blowing right on to Superman, except he's the hardcore Superman, where he's got the burning red eyes and he's ready. He's just like, they're all going crazy and stuff. So I'm ready for that. But the biggest thing, we did see a still shot. Both of us saw it before we started filming the show today, of Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman, and I've got to admit,
wow,
I'm impressed.
Yeah,
I wish she was a little bit beefier.
No, I'm okay with it.
But
I'm okay with it.
It does. I mean, it looks good.
She is the Xenia warrior princess of Wonder Woman. This is what I want for Wonder Woman.
I mean, it looks very Amazonian, mixed with some Greek. I mean, it looks good.
You are not binding her hands, y'all.
No. And the sword she's got is looking baller. So I don't necessarily see. I'm looking at the picture. There it is. Yeah, there's the lasso right there.
Oh, yeah.
So
she's not going to not have a lasso.
I mean, it's
freaking Wonder Woman.
Had a lot of worries about the movie, but that looks
baller. I'm still not sure about the movie either, but she does look amazing. The costume is awesome.
If DC can properly dig their claws in with this movie, they'll give Marvel a run.
You know who they should call? They should call Joss Whedon. He could help them.
Yeah, well, he's actually got a contract exclusive thing with Marvel, so he ain't gonna. Sorry, guys. So this is a story that you wanted to talk about, and I don't want anything to do with it.
Oh, what story is that?
That one. It's the one on your.
But it's the Evil Dead.
Yeah. Go ahead and tell him.
So the Evil Dead. Have you played Evil Dead?
Have I played?
Yeah, seen the movie and played along the movie and loved it. And
I've seen 1, 2, Army of Darkness. I've played both the video games. Let's see here. I also saw the remake in theaters on release day.
By the way, I'm teasing him a little bit. This is why he doesn't want this.
I'm a huge fan of this franchise, as well as Sam Raimi's original directive work and Bruce MFing Campbell.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's Chuck Finley, y'all. So, sorry.
No, I get it.
I had to go there. So, look, there is good news, and the good news is it's not somebody. It is Sam doing this.
Just tell them what they're doing.
Evil Dead TV show.
Nope, not gonna work. It's gonna be terrible. I'm gonna hate it. And I don't care if Sam Raimi is doing it, because you know what? He's probably going to direct like 2 episodes, push it off onto somebody else, and be considered a producer. Which is what he always does, because he's so busy in Hollywood right now, trying to make all sorts of other movies.
He is busy. So
I mean, heck, he dropped out of wing of the World of Warcraft movies so he could go make the Oz movie. And I hate to admit it, Sam Raimi's a great director, but he is pushing it with those last couple films, and I'm kind of over it.
But this could bring Bruce Campbell back to TV.
I don't care. This is a terrible, terrible decision. Now, if they're going to give me an origins or a backstory, blah, 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 that's cool.
Well, the problem is we don't know what we don't know. We don't know anything. So this is literally, he was on a panel, he was talking about something entirely different, and he's like, oh, by the way. Basically, this is an oh, by the way.
We'll play it out. we'll see where it goes. But
don't be in a hurry for it. It's not happening for at least
probably
a year.
2016 before you'll even see it airing.
It'll be a while. Because it has to get pitched, it has to get piloted, it's got to go through everything. Unless, and this is still a possibility, someone like Netflix or Hulu just goes ahead and goes, you know what? You don't need to pilot that.
Speaking of Netflix,
we'll go ahead and take that.
Before we talk about the next story,
yeah.
If it was a not Netflix or Hulu kind of a situation, what network do you think? Really?
HBO. HB free. Here's why. True Blood, gone. Boardwalk, gone.
They need new shows.
Those are two very big HBO shows that are both gone after this year.
I'm gonna
Newsroom, gone after this year.
I'm gonna say AMC.
Well, so I would like to see it on HBO. It wouldn't surprise me, however, if AMC picked it up, because AMC has been doing really good about sniping HBO shows lately.
Or if they're going to be like this and they want to pick up something real big.
I don't want to see pick it up.
FXX.
I'd be okay with that. I don't want to see Showtime do it, though.
No.
Because they would ruin it.
We're done there.
Showtime is not doing well on the shows. I mean, they've got Ray Donovan, which is okay.
Ray Donovan's actually pretty good.
But other than Ray Donovan...
That's it. That's all I got.
I mean, they had the United States of Terra. That was Showtime, or was that Starz?
I don't know anything
That was a
about
good show, and it got canceled. They had Nurse Jackie, which I think is on its last leg.
Don't know anything about that.
So, and that's the other thing, too. Yeah,
and I don't know jack about Showtime, because Showtime doesn't have anything that's relative or popular right now.
And Starz, I don't want to see it on Starz, because Starz is such a flip
Hey, we have
coin.
this great show, so we're going to cancel it.
They're such a coin flip. You just don't know what you're going to get from Starz.
You never know what's going to happen.
But HBO typically doesn't screw up.
Okay, so we got to talk about this, and this is actually really exciting to me.
This is very exciting.
Really exciting.
So have you ever been flipping through your Netflix and just looking for something and just noticed it was never there? And
then it is.
And then, you're about to find that with something else that you've been looking for. Seinfeld is coming to Netflix. And not just a little bit of Seinfeld.
All of it.
And
I'm going to watch every single episode.
Because it's Seinfeld.
And I'm telling you, this will be the start of it all. Because then you'll see Friends, and then you'll see all those 90s shows that have so many episodes that are syndicated. They're all coming. I can guarantee King of Queens will be there. I'm telling you, they're going to make a huge push for all this sitcom 90s stuff.
This makes me
And I bet money you'll see
happy.
The Cosby Show.
This makes me happy. You know what? I'm okay with that either way. Bill Cosby, I've kind of gotten turned off to Bill Cosby.
I like Bill Cosby.
He turned into a crotchety old...
I don't like Bill Cosby now, but I like Bill Cosby.
But it kind of turned me off to even, like... Although, still, one of my favorite comedy bits of all time is Bill Cosby as himself. Because
he has some great stand-up back in the day.
Give us the chocolate cake.
Talking about how he took so long and made this snowball he was going to hit that kid in the ear with, and he stuck it, and he went to the freezer to find it, and his mother had thrown it away.
Yep.
So he spit in his Coke.
Yep.
So he just spit in his Coke.
My butter
Funny
lippet
guy.
is on the floor. So
that's awesome.
That's awesome.
So that's probably 20 hours of my life.
Oh, more than that.
Yeah.
Dude.
How many episodes are there? There's like 10 seasons. Yeah. So like 10 by 23. So that's 120 hours.
Yeah.
Roughly, because I mean they're only like 23 minutes an episode.
Yeah. Still, who cares? It's a lot.
That's a lot of time.
I'm very happy. So I got more stuff to talk about.
Well, did you want to talk about how FXX is actually going to be? They've officially announced and finalized that they will be running The Simpsons from get-go to end.
Yeah, so
huge week-and-a-half-long marathon.
This is in preparation for something else.
Well, they're going to make the online portal, which I also know about, the Simpsons online portal, where if you subscribe to cable and you have this channel,
you can watch every episode,
whenever you want,
anytime you want,
That's
24
right.
hours a day. But before you get to do that, you could sit literally, if you wanted, for 13 days and watch 37 seasons of The Simpsons.
And we're not just talking on your computer. This is also going to be on your mobile phone, on your tablet, all that stuff.
You'll probably also get them, I'm sure Comcast and Uverse and Verizon will put them in their on-demand library. I would just about bet. This is awesome news. This makes me very happy because I love The Simpsons. I've been a long-time fan, even though it got a little weird for a while.
Yeah,
it's still, and I'm still looking forward to this season. Somebody dies this season.
Somebody's going to die again
in the first episode.
Oh wow. Okay.
It's not yet. It ain't just that somebody's dying. It's like we're coming to the gate and killing somebody.
They're getting all Game of Thrones on it.
Straight up murder.
George. Q.
Yeah, Yeah. So maybe they'll do it in the couch scene.
Who knows?
That'd be cool.
That would be cool.
I mean, let's kill somebody that's doing it in the couch scene.
So another thing we reached out before. Do you want to talk about the South Park thing, or is that the other story you had, or no?
No, you go ahead.
Okay, so
I do have a story, but it's not that. So
well, we were talking about it today, and I was talking about how we needed to go watch South Park. Blah blah.
Well, and we mentioned was it 2 weeks ago that Hulu licensed all the episodes,
and we didn't know how long it was going to have them,
and how long are they going to have them? What about South Park Studios? So go ahead.
Well, you actually told me, and I did not know that. He goes, "Hey, have you been to South Park Studios lately?" And I was like, "No, why?" And he goes, "Well,
it's powered by Hulu. That's what they did. So that's good news for everyone. That's actually really, really good news because that means they're not going away anytime soon on Hulu.
It also means the chances of you having to have Hulu Plus to watch all of them go way down because the biggest thing with South Park Studios is they wanted you to be able to watch any episode anytime
because the reason they bought South Park Studios was to stop piracy because one thing Matt and Trey understand is how broken content distribution for television and movies is.
And has South Park hurt any ratings wise or nope?
Exactly.
And they're selling ad revenue on that website,
like,
so booyah!
Balls amounts because it's South Park and
they can.
Yeah, powered by Hulu. I was kind of really excited. I still haven't watched any last season.
So you want to talk about Lucy?
So this morning, as of taping, I was gonna go see this last night, Friday the night it released, and things happened and
didn't happen.
Yeah, but this morning I went and saw Lucy. So a lot of people have described Lucy prior to its launch as limitless with boobs.
I love how you say a lot of people when we both sat on this couch like a week ago and said
limitless with boobs. Yeah. Well,
a lot of people, 2 dudes on a couch who have a YouTube show said that.
No, I've heard other people say it too.
I know, I have too.
But yeah, I am actually calling us out a little bit. This is not limitless with boobs. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean that in the best, absolutely most possible, awesomest way.
It's going to sound weird, but actually they're getting a lot of good reviews online.
That's not sounding weird because this movie is fantastic.
Okay, why is it fantastic?
So first of all, I mean...
No spoilers.
I'm going to do my best to give no spoilers. I'm going to say a few things first. Take what I say with a grain of salt, because those of you who know me know my huge infatuation with Scarlett Johansson. I love ScarJo because she's not just a great actress, she's not just beautiful, she's amazing, she's awesome, and she is perfect for this freaking role. Lucy... Oh my god. I'm trying to come up without spoilers for a minute. So let's just talk action. Lucy is Fast and the Furious. Lucy is the Expendables. Lucy is a little bit of the Terminator. Lucy is...
Everything's the Terminator.
It's not... Everything's not the Terminator.
Everything's the Terminator.
Hashtag hot tub.
Hot tub time machine 2. Go check it out.
It's 90 minutes. It could have been longer. I would have been fine.
I'm going to show you this.
Yeah. This doesn't surprise me.
So before the show, we talked about, he goes, man, it's a great movie. It's gonna be, and I was like, so you think it's going to be a big movie? And he goes, well, it deserves to be. And I was like, that means no, it won't be.
And that does usually mean no. I mean, look at Seth MacFarlane's most recent,
which was fantastic. Million Ways to Die in the West did poorly, very bad.
It did horrible.
So I pulled up while you were talking. I know. I'm looking at the Rotten Tomatoes on this now. It's got a 59% not fresh rating. Yeah. And the audience rating, which is what shocks me, is super close to that. It's 56%.
Yeah, they're usually way different.
Now, that's out of 58,000 user ratings. Yeah. That's a lot of people.
Here's the thing. I bet of those 58,000, because Rotten Tomatoes, I have slowly stopped reading and using as a point of reference, because Rotten Tomatoes, for me, has turned into Reddit. People bitch about movies without having actually seen them.
Well, I'm now going to go to my second area of where I will choose to look at.
But while he's doing that, just a couple quick things about Lucy. Morgan Freeman is in the movie as well. He did an amazing job. They've done a good job putting this movie together. The storyline, the plot devices. What's great about this movie, it's not the type of plot where you're worried about whether or not you can figure the end out, because it's not that type of story. It's not I could totally see this a mile coming, or I didn't see that coming at all. It's just a linear story about, and it takes place over about 48 hours. The whole movie is only about 48 hours long. So it's a little bit phone boothy in that sense, where it's kind of fast paced. And I can't tell you why it takes place in 40 hours. It would completely ruin the movie. But because of that faster pace, there is no time anywhere in the 90 minutes that you're watching that movie for them to stop, for them to slow down. And I don't mean that it's all action. It's either action or it's story
or talking,
or it's
dialogue.
Right. It's just, there's no lull in the 90 minutes. It was a very good movie.
Well, checking another review area,
Absolutely.
I went to check the Fandango.
2 stars.
3.5 stars.
Yeah.
Not a very good rating. Now, here's my thing. Since we talked about this, Morgan Freeman recently made another movie that I thought was amazing, but everybody else hated.
Yeah.
And that was called Now You See Me.
Right. I haven't seen it yet, so I can't
really
say
good
about it. Yeah.
And I have a feeling that that's how Lucy's gonna be.
I'm not going to disagree with you. You're probably right. I think that's sad though, because I think a lot of people are not going to see this movie because critics are saying don't see this movie. See the damn movie.
If you want to see the movie, go see the movie. I've cooled off on it, and I will probably see it in the dollar theaters.
And unfortunately, it'll probably do poorly enough. It'll get there quickly. But
I guarantee you, 2 months.
You know, it for me, it was worth the IMAX screen, the RPX audio, because I love that stuff. And if you like intellectual, now there's one problem I have with the movie, but it's not the movie I have a problem with. It's a societal thing for me, and that's the whole we only use 10% of our brains crap.
Which is not true. You use 100% of your brain all the time. That is a big old fat wives' tale.
Yeah, it's an old myth, but I mean it's the right plot device for the movie though, so that it still does work. So
all right, so
if you like ScarJo, see it. If you like Morgan Freeman, see it.
Everybody likes Morgan Freeman. It's like saying you don't like Shawshank Redemption
or ice cream.
Yeah, exactly. I love ice cream.
Speaking of ice cream.
So tomorrow we'll be back with the top 5, and the top 5 is going to be things we can't eat anymore but wish we could.
Yeah.
Partially because we're getting old, partially because we're getting healthy, and partially because, stuff. Just reasons.
Because of reasons.
Yeah.
Because of reasons.
So other than that, don't forget to like us on Facebook.
And subscribe to us on the YouTubes.
Give us a call. We'll be there. We'll be here to, get your voicemails. 480.
Operators are standing by. 480-STUPID-9.
That's right.
And in the meantime, congratulations to Weird Al Yankovic.
Number 1 in the Billboard charts.
I mean, it is so Mandatory Fun. Yeah. His last album
and his only number 1 album.
Only number 1. Released number 1 in the Billboard charts last week.
He Beyonce'd it.
That just makes me smile up and down, left and right. And if you guys didn't watch the publicity, 8 days of videos,
go back and check it out. It's amazing.
Go back. They're all amazing.
They're great.
He somehow managed to make Blurred Lines a good song.
Word Crimes, man, is great.
Hate that
But his
song.
original stuff too was actually
his original
really good.
stuff is it's always good. The Night Santa Claus Went Crazy.
Not always, but most of the time it's pretty good. So
he's got a polka song too.
There's a couple of those, but yeah.
But tomorrow, best of.
Yep.
Best of.
We'll be back Friday, August 1st, and we'll try not to be too busy seeing Guardians of the Galaxy to do the show.
We will. We're not going to make any promises though.
I'm not making promises.
Tomorrow's Guardians of the Galaxy Day. And that also means, Saturday's something too.
It's the live show. We'll be recording at Green's Tavern. Make sure to come out. It's also buy a beer for the